Hello everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I'm really glad that you did. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Cheryl and I really am glad that you're here. And for all of my faithful followers, thank you so much for stopping by. I've missed you all. I've had company from out of town since last Thursday and they leave tomorrow morning. And when they arrived last Thursday, I had a dozen red roses for my friend because her favorite color is red. And I wanted to have like a little welcome, thing set up for her in her room. And she brought her husband and her two dogs too, Yorkies, Daisy and Maisie. And so I had this, her vase and, some toiletries and things like that in their room. So the roses are still like this. They're still very beautiful. And I wanted her to have, memories of these and enjoy them forever. So I don't have time to dry them. So I'm going to show you a quick way to do it if you don't have a lot of time. This is not something that's new, but something that I've done for years because they actually sell something. It's it's like a hydrator, but it looks exactly like a flower press, but it is for the microwave. And it comes with a book that gives you how many minutes or seconds or whatever to, you put, it's like a piece of cotton and then like a felt, and you put the flower between those two, and then you put it in the microwave and you look and see what flower you have, whether it be a wildflower or a daisy or, a rose or what have you, and it tells you how long to put it in the microwave. But they're expensive and, you don't need it. You really don't need it. I'm going to show you why. So if you haven't seen this before, then great. Hopefully you'll get some inspiration. I will have to leave my desk for 30 seconds because my microwave's in the kitchen and I'm obviously at my desk. So all we're going to do is we're going to take these and I'm going to dry them and show you how. Let me just push some things out of the way. I just wanted it to look pretty for the video when we started because my desk is kind of, well, this is just contact paper on the top, but it looks like wood, but it's not. Okay, so what I do first is I'll cut it. Now I have plenty of my own dried flowers, dried roses, and I don't dry them in the microwave. I dry them in I mean, I could, but I don't. I dry them, in a flower press. And then I put them in a drawer. So I never really think about the microwave actually anymore. So, because I have so many, I don't need to like be quick about it. So I've never done these in the microwave, but I'm going to try it. It's just baby's breath. I think it'll be fine. Now what I typically do when I dry my flowers, I tip them upside down. I put an elastic around them. And then I hang them in my pantry for about a week and they dry. And then I put them in a book to flatten and, press, or put them in my flower press. But I dry them first. This is soaking wet. I just took it out of the water. Okay. So I'm going to put those aside and I'm also going to do some leaves. Okay. So now we have our rose. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, they were closed so tight and now they're all open. They look so beautiful in the vase. So I've got my flowers here. And I'll put these to the side. And this is for new people because like I said, I know that people have done this method on YouTube before. Because it is a really big thing to put flowers in your junk journals, or some people are framing, making really beautiful things and framing them, which is something I would love to do soon, on video. But okay, so what you do is you take some paper towels. I actually will do this. Now this rose is really big, and I'll show you what I did with one of the roses like this. And all I did was I took the whole rose like this, and I put it in my paper towel like this, and then I pushed it down real tight. But I'm not going to do this to this one because I don't need one that big. So what you do, if you have a big rose like this, and you can get these at like supermarkets, you know, really, really inexpensive. That's where I got these. I got a dozen for $15. So, and you know, they're beautiful. So they had pink ones and yellow ones, and you can do this with any color. So all I'm going to do is pick a few petals off like this. Just, you know, because it's just too big, until I can get to a point where it's not so big. If you can, you know, imagine that for a second. And like I said, in a few minutes, I'll have to leave my desk for 30 seconds. That's how long it will take. But I'll leave my desk, I'll put it in the microwave, and then I'll come back and then I'll go get it. So you don't have to sit here alone and talk amongst yourselves, as Gail would say. Hi, Gail. Gail Agnestelli. So yeah. So I'm just going to kind of just lay them. And you can even put the petals all over if you want. You don't have to put them like this. So I'll just take these petals like that. And I'm just going to fold over my napkin like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take some more petals and put it on this part over here. Because I think what I'll do is do this. Because they're really wet, so if you dry them for a day or two in upside down, like I said, in a dark place, like a closet, then they'll dry out better, you know, or just leave them on your counter. But if you leave them like this, your color won't fade. So, and I keep mine just in envelopes, you know, my pressed flowers in envelopes. I pick them up off the side of the road. I actually picked a whole bunch of little pansies this morning when I was out for my walk. So I'm just pulling the petals off, and just, you know, you don't have to do it like this. I don't know why I'm doing it. I have no idea why I'm doing it like this. But I don't know, it just looks pretty. They'll probably all stick together, but that's fine. Actually, I think I'll do it like this, so that, because I think they will probably stick together. They're soaking wet. So, and you can do it this way. You know, take them right out of the water and do them this way. It's fun. So I'm going to just fold this over like this. And then I'm going to take this and fold it over. And then fold this over. And I'll place this over here. I won't do the whole rose. I mean, it will take me too long, and I don't want to keep you very long. So here's some petals. And you know what I'll do? Because I did them that way. I'll just sprinkle the petals on the paper towel so that you can see. Oh, see? Well, okay, so we'll just leave those. And these, I'll do this. I have no idea what's in there, I forget. Okay, so those are those, those are those. This, I don't know if there's any in here. There might be. Okay, let me just put those so I, you know, put these in here. And I'll just sprinkle them, you know, like this. And then after you do this, the paper towel will be hot because it'll be kind of steamy, sort of, because they're so wet. So just we'll leave them for a second till it cools off, and then I'll show you what to do after that. And I'm just going to pull a few more off of these, and then I'm going to flatten this one because it's small enough. Look at how many petals you can put in your journals with one rose. And I have rose bushes out back, so I don't really have to buy them. I just didn't have any red ones. And they're small. So they're perfect for, you know, I don't have to pull them apart or anything. I can just flatten them in my press. And you don't need a press either. I have a big dictionary. So in my flower, because my flower press only holds so many, it's got 3 layers and that's it. And I have to leave it closed for like 2 weeks. And even then they're, you know, they could probably be in there a little bit longer. Especially if I picked them up off the side of the road and brought them home and put them in there right away. Which I do because that way it keeps the color. You want to really try and do that. I won't put these in the microwave. I'll just put this one in because it's small. I've got a lot of petals off of that one. I'll leave that. Okay. So, I'll just get another paper towel. And I'll do this one like this. And see how that comes out. So see how I just laid it down like that. And I'll show you why, because it doesn't really matter. So put that like that. And then I'll put this onto the side here. And I'm going to do all these layers at the same time. Okay? So then I'm going to take these leaves and then some baby's breath. And like I said, I've never done baby's breath in a microwave before, so I have no idea if it's going to work, but I think it will. I just don't know the timing on it, and these take between 30, see these are already dry, I won't throw those away. Anything that's already been dried, I won't throw them away. I'm just going to pull these off to the side, we don't need any more. Pull this off to the side. So I leave them in between 30 and 40 seconds. So just watch, you know, set your microwave for 30 or 40 seconds or a minute and watch it until it gets to about between 30 and 40 seconds. If they're real wet like this, 40 seconds is plenty. Plenty of time. So what I'm going to do is, what you do is, and I pick up plates. I mean, you don't have to, but I picked up some plates at, some heavy plates at Goodwill. So I use 3 like this, and that's enough. And you know, it's already, you know, all the roses are on there. Actually, I'll probably do something like, well, no, I can't. It probably won't fit. I could actually, I have a bowl too. This is a very heavy, heavy, heavy McCoy clay bowl. So you could do this. You could do a baking, you know, like a ceramic baking pan. It just has to be really heavy. So like if you have a bowl like this, you could do this, okay? And then even put these on top and it would be, you know, heavy enough. I have a lot of layers here. You could do 1 layer at a time, but I'm going to do them all at the same time, okay? So give me 30 seconds to get, well, give me more than 30 seconds because I have to get to the microwave, but it's right outside my door. So just give me 30 seconds, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay? I'll still talk while I do this, okay? So I'm so sorry. Okay. Here we go. Into the microwave. And put them in. Oops. Like so. And like so. Okay. There we go. These are kind of small. I'll get bigger ones. Because I have those, you know, they're I have 2 stacks in here, like side to side. Okay, so 3 heavy plates and set. Okay, and now I'm back, and we'll let that run for 45 seconds. I'll put these in here for now, so that, and I'll dry these as well, but I'll put these in my press. No, my press is full. I'll put these between a book. These, you don't even have to put between a book. You can just hang them upside down and clip them as you need them. You know what I mean? So that you can use the sprig in your book as opposed to, you know, just the the heads or what have you. These are awesome. The Baby's Breath, it dries really pretty. And you could even put them, like I got a vase the other day. I think I'll do that while I was out. And I'll show you what I got in another video. But what I'll do, and they'll stay a long time like this. So what I will do, this is one of the vases I got. Oh, they're done. But this is one of the vases I got. And it was $1. And it's like Bambi. And I also got a little planter that's Cinderella. So I might probably do that because I have a lot of plants. And I have more Baby's Breath, so I could do that. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? Oops. I have to go get those out of the microwave, but that's what it looks like. It's so cute. It's adorable. And it has a little crack near its ear. That's why it was $1. But it reminds me of Bambi, and it's got a little bird up there. So I love flowers, and I love them in here. Okay, let me go grab those right away. They're done. They are hot, sorry. Wow. They're hot. And they're hot because, like I said, they're wet. If they were a little bit drier, they wouldn't be so steamy. I put a lot in here. As you can see, you can still get a lot in there. And do it all at once for 40 seconds. 40 seconds. And we're done. So thank you for waiting. I don't know how to edit my videos, and I don't want to learn. Well, I would like to learn. I just rather craft. So the next step is you want to not burn your fingers. So let's wait till these cool off just for a minute. Actually, they're getting cooler. And let's see if everything worked, because I did have it all stacked like this. Pretty sure it will work. Oh, I think I had one in there that didn't even have a flower. Oh no, that's the flat rose. Okay, so this is the one that I did where I took all the petals off. Oops, except this one. Let me just, and be very careful if you do it this. You want to do it pretty quick because you don't want it to stick to the paper towel. But there you go. Isn't that pretty? And you saw how I put it in there. So you want to lay it on a dry paper towel because it's still wet, but it will dry. I'll show you. And here's some more that have all flattened, and I'll show you what they look like. Oops. I should get in frame, right? So I'm just peeling these off the paper towel while they're still damp because I don't want them to stick to the paper towel. They won't. I've never had them stick to the paper towel, but I've never left them in there long. These aren't hot. I'm going to leave those two together because they kind of married themselves. So you just do that. Look how vibrant they still are. They're a different color than the red. I'll show you the difference. But they're still really vibrant. You know, some roses, they get real brown, you know, when you dry them. But if you dry them in the microwave, they stay pretty vibrant. I'll show you, because I've already done some. And that's all you do. And you've got all these rose petals, and I'll give you some ideas as to what you can do with them, because people say, okay, well, that's nice, but what are you going to do with them? So I'll show you what I do. And the idea for putting these in journals came from Angie, who gifts people like Heather at Ruby and Pearl, and Denise at Pretty Makes Perfect on YouTube, and she also has a shop on Etsy. She makes journals for them. She's not on social media. She gifts people things. Rhonda from French. I'm sorry, Rhonda, if you're watching. A little bit French. And she also has an Etsy shop. So she puts dried flowers and things. Sharon Hearth, she does a lot of dried flowers. And you can find her, Sharon Hearth. She's on YouTube. I'm going to kind of try and see if these will stay together because I kind of like this, how this did. See? I'm going to leave these together. And it doesn't matter. You can put them on your desk because you're just wherever you can leave them to dry. And these came out beautifully. I love them. Look. Nice and flat. And it only took 40 seconds. And here's my leaf. Can you see all of that in the camera? Here. They're fragile, so just be careful. Well, it doesn't matter if they come apart. I don't really care. I don't know what I'd put them in if they were that long anyway. Trying to get these here. There. And then just leave them like this and just leave them overnight. It's already, I think it's like 3:30 here because I've been laying down because I have had a horrific migraine. My friends went to, they went to some more thrift shops. We've been doing some thrift shops and stuff. And yesterday was sunset at the beach. They wanted to collect some shells. Things like that. Out to lunch one day and lots of crafting. So there they are, right? And then last night, so just leave them overnight. This is the one that I did where I smushed the whole rose. It's still a little damp, okay? Because I did this about, actually I didn't do these last night, I did them this morning. About when I came back from my walk, so I want to say about 7 this morning. But as you can see, it's already starting to dry. So I'll just put this here. And these are smaller, so these are already dry. Can you hear them? They're like, it's like paper, so. And here are the leaves. So I want to say sunrise was at 7. So I'm going to say probably like 8 because I wanted to do them before she woke up because I don't want her to know. So about 8 o'clock this morning, and I think it's like almost 4 now. So I'll give you some ideas of what you can do with them. So I put mine in these little envelopes. So here's one like I did that one. That one that I took all the petals off and flattened it. That's this one. But this one's dry. Can you hear that? You want to wait for this one to dry too. So leave them overnight. Or at least for like, well, it's 4 o'clock, so 7:30. Yeah, so it's been about 8, 9 hours, you know. And already they're like, whoops, be careful. I'm just trying to let you hear them. Nice and flat. Nice and crispy and flat. And then, like I said, just put them in a paper envelope and lay them flat in your drawer, you know, in a drawer, or you could even put them, you know, in a basket like this and just, you know, just layer them up. Put them in, you know, in like cardstock or something like this, and then just layer up your flowers. And then just keep something like a book on them and just put them on a shelf. I'm just trying to give you some ideas of things you can do, you know, to store them. Because people ask me all the time, because I have so many and I do videos and I use them a lot. They'll say, where do you store your flowers? So see, like that, it's like a triple one that I just, you know, there's 3 petals there. So you could put them in a glassine envelope. These you can get on Amazon. Just look up glassine envelopes for stamps, and that's the size that this is for stamp collectors. So put stamp collecting glassine envelopes, and you can get them on Etsy. I have vintage ones that I got a long time ago, and they have little numbers on them for where people used to keep stamps. The C72, I don't know what it means, but it doesn't bother me. I just like the color of them. So then you could take this petal and put that in there. And already you have something really sweet. You could put a little piece of lace in there. Do I have a little piece of lace here? Yeah. Let me just cut off a little piece of lace and I'll show you how pretty that would look. Let's see. My sewing scissors are on here, but these might work. What else? What other lace do I have here? Oh, you know what? I could even... No, that won't fit. Hold on. I have... And that's all ephemera I already made. We'll use this one. I just don't know if it's going to show up real well. So this is the antique, but it's fine. I mean, I've been cutting it for different projects, so. So you could take like a little piece of lace and do this and put like, I'm giving you some ideas. So you could do that, put the lace inside or outside, and then you could take maybe a rusted safety clip. And I did a video on rusting in like seconds if you wanted to go look at that. But take a rusted safety clip like this, or a pin, whatever you wanted to do. And then you could do something like this. That would be very sweet, you know. And maybe put like a little card in there or something, or nothing. And just, you know, paper clip it to your journal or, you know, what have you. So there's an idea. Or, I'll take off this piece. And you could just take a rose petal. I'll do a small one. So you could take the rose petal. You could put it on top of the lace. And then you could put it inside your envelope. And that would look pretty. You can make these too out of wax paper or vellum or tissue paper. Look, doesn't that look pretty? And not do another thing, just put it inside a pocket or page. You can also make little cards. What do you call them? This is so pretty. I love how that came out. I really love how that, oops. I love how that came out. And this one's huge. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I wanted to try it. It did take a little bit longer to dry. But I wanted to try the whole thing and see what it looked like. But you can still see it's a rose and as it dries. So let me show you one more thing that you could do. So say you wanted to make a specimen card. So this is just packaging. I keep it all the time. Okay. So let me just get a smaller piece because that one's pretty big and I don't really want to use a big piece. I'll use a piece I've already cut up or started to cut up. So again, you know, just some packaging. And you could take it and let's see, let me see if I can get a piece off here. Sorry for the noise. So you could take a piece off of here and you could make a card, right? And cut out the middle of the card. And then, obviously I'm not cutting straight or anything, but, so say, you know, you'd cut out the middle of the card and then you'd have this. And then you could take like, maybe, Let's take a sprig of this. It's not completely dry, but that's all right. I just want to give you an example. So you could take a sprig of baby's breath. It's not really very big. I don't know if it'll all fit, but you take a piece of baby's breath, and this is just packaging. So if you don't have these envelopes, you could do this. So you could take a piece of packaging, right? Like this. And say a petal or two. So we'll do this, perhaps, and another petal. This one doesn't look too big. Push this down here. And then you could do a card for this to go in the middle, right? Or nothing at all. You could just take sellotape or glue. Where's my sellotape? Oh, it's right here. So you just take sellotape, and you could, or age tape. I have some age tape, but I'm not going to go get it. And you could do this. So if you don't have a little bag or something like that, and you wanted to give something to somebody in, you know, a journal, I love these. You could put them on doilies, you know, whatever. I'll cut that off in a second. This isn't very big, but let me just see if I can get that in there. Okay. So these are some ideas, just small ones, you know, small ideas that you could do with them. Or let them dry completely, and you could put it right on a card and it won't do anything. And all you have to do is use a little bit of glitter glue to glue it onto the card. So then the person has it. Let me just get some scissors here somewhere. Where are they? Oh, tape, get that tape off. And then you could tape across the top. Okay, it's not very even, but you get the point. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots of ideas that you can do. And this is the original color. So yes, it does get a little bit darker, but it's still gorgeous. You know, even if you dry that, it's going to turn brown. These, I think, I have to agree with a lot of people. If you microwave them, they'll stay that color. As opposed to, I don't want to go way over there and get mine. Mine are in a drawer in my craft room. But here's what we got anyway. And like I said, about 8 hours and they'll be completely dry and ready to be used. But you've already, you know, you've already started the process. So it really is 30 seconds, and then just walk away from them, leave them somewhere until, you know, they sound like that. You know, this is flat and it'll turn out like that. They're pretty. Very pretty. And I like the way that Baby's Breath came out. It's nice and white still, right? So yeah, have some fun, enjoy, and make some pretty things for other people to enjoy too. I love doing that. So now now I have all these rose petals to work with within her journal, and she'll find them in little secret places. I'm making her a journal, a fashion journal with some things that she brought with her. So that's it, some ideas. Could even put a little piece of lace in there. And like I said, you know, I was in a little bit of a hurry, so sorry about that. And I want you to have a great day. I'll be back again when I feel better, hopefully tomorrow, to do another video and finish up our journal. I'll be leaving Wednesday. My company's leaving tomorrow morning, so 10 days went by really fast. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you were inspired to make some for yourself. And until next time, be well, be kind, be safe. Enjoy the roses. Take your time and smell the roses. And that's just one rose. Well, actually now, because of the dried ones, you know, I have 2 roses. And still, I have plenty of baby's breath, and I'll just cut this a little smaller, and then you can take a vase of what you have and just leave your baby's breath in a vase like this, and then snip off what you need after it dries. It will dry by itself. You don't have to put any water in or anything. It will dry by itself. Let's put it here so you can see it, sort of. And that's that. Or you could even do something like this. This was broken. I got it for nothing at the flea market the other day. But, you know, you could do something like that if you could find a flea market or, you know, a thrift store. And then, you know, give somebody a rose inside there. You know, how pretty would that be? Just some ideas. I'm trying to think, you know, real quick off the top of my head. Okay, enjoy your day, and I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.